Hello, it's Miranda doing a reading for Pisces today. If you would like to know any of the decks, just send me a comment down below, and I'll have my email address in the description in case you want a personal reading from me or a channeled reading. So I pulled a few cards already, and then I'm gonna ask a few questions and get some clarifiers, and yeah, let's go for it. So we have the first card that came out is intention. So, I mean, obviously, this card talks about being clear with what you want and shooting that arrow of desire and trusting that you're going to get it, and just allowing that time to pass. Let's see, it said something about living deliberately, with detachment. But it just seemed very like just set your intention and then detach from it and trust it's going to come. And then this also says walk in beauty, wondrous universe. So that is also just, he sets an intentions and he knows that the world is beautiful and that he will receive what he puts out. Okay. So, yeah. I think staying focused is staying true to your intention, setting your intentions, is important for you. So the first card out is the Justice reversed. I mean, justice is about fairness and balance, and it's reversed, so it's kind of about something that you feel is unfair or something that doesn't seem like a balanced situation. Just something that was amiss. And then we have Knight of Pentacles. So it definitely seems like you're sowing these seeds of stability as you're going. You're taking your time, but you are putting in a lot of solid foundations. And then we get to the Queen of Pentacles. So very stable, very, and able to make what she wants to make and get what she wants. Very nice energy. So clarifying the Justice reversed, these two fell out, the Magician and the Page of Swords. And, it's kind of like what is unbalanced or unfair. It almost seems like they're having an argument to me, or just, having a debate. I saw it as like a courtroom, and he's like making a claim like, hey, look at this idea. What about this idea? What about this thing? And he's like, well, I've got that thing. So ultimately, it's about this thing that he's creating. And it's funny because what fell out with that, or next to that, was the King of Cups. And he also has a, what is that? A cocoon. So it definitely seems like, it seems to me like there's like this idea that you want to create, and but you're working on it. And maybe that's why it doesn't seem fair, because it's like you're taking that time to work on it, and you can't just let it all out there and focus on that idea as much. It's like you have to focus on the cocoon part. You have to focus on that nurturing aspect before you can get to this idea that you're holding back here. It's like you're kind of, it kind of reminds me of setting the intention, and you're just allowing and like waiting. You're trusting that it's going to happen, even though it's like, but what about, keep bringing up these ideas, but it's like, just trust in the cocoon. So the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Unity and Ten of Pentacles. Damn, that's freaking, it's like you're slowly making your way towards unity and complete fulfillment. basically. At least material fulfillment, but usually there's a family on this card, so, and then unity has multiple, so, I mean, it definitely seems like you're going towards something very stable and fulfilling for yourself, so that's freaking awesome. And of course, you get to the Queen of Pentacles, and she's stable and able to fulfill herself. She's clarified by the Six of Pentacles and the Temperance reversed. And it's funny because both of these, well, this is more about a patience card. So maybe you might not be having as much patience, or maybe need to work on the patience aspect of things. But this, since Six of Pentacles is about balance, it's about equal give and take, reciprocity. So it seems like you're doing well with that. You're able to have an equal exchange of, energy, whether it's material, anything. But yeah, Temperance reversed, maybe you are having some trouble balancing, like, your emotions versus your, your inspiration. I don't know, there's something definitely that you're struggling to balance still. But you're doing pretty damn good. Or maybe it's just your own perceived sense of not being able to balance something. But this is a really good reading for you, Pisces. Okay, so can I clarify the Justice reversed? Well, I guess I want to know, this could also, I guess I want to know what is in the cocoon. What is this thing that Pisces is working on? I mean, with the cards, it seems like an emotion, some sort of emotion that you feel really good about, and you're just like, you're wanting to cultivate that. What is this that you're brewing up, that you're waiting to come out of the cocoon or the oven? I want to know, Pisces, and I want to know what you've got going on, what you're putting off those ideas for that might seem a little unfair or misbalanced. What are you cooking? Come on now. These cards don't want to move. They're heavy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ask the other question because it seems like they don't want to answer that one. Which, I mean, at the bottom of the deck, Muse of Emotion. So yeah, you're working on that flow of energy, of love, of those good feelings. But I guess the other question would be, what is this idea that you don't want to look at yet? Does that really, I bet that relates to Temperance. What is this idea? Oh, these want to come out. I'm taking them. Justice reversed. Something's not fair. And Knight of Materials reversed. So it's like something, this idea, that's what it is the idea that something isn't fair. That's what you're saying. It's like you're kind of being like, hey, that's not fair. And what's not fair is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. But you literally become the Knight of Pentacles right after that. So it's kind of like you figure out how to make it fair. You're able to find that ability to build along the way, to go slow and build. But maybe you don't think it's fair that you have to go slow. Maybe you don't like to go slow and you want to go fast, because for a Knight of Pentacles card, this is a fast card because the horse is actually moving. Most Knight of Pentacles cards, the horse isn't really moving a lot. I mean, even in this one, he's just kind of walking with the guy. So, yeah, it seems like you're like, it's not fair that this cocoon is taking so long. I just want to start going, even if it's slow or, I just want to move, because they're not moving yet. They want to be the butterfly. But it's kind of like you have to get out of that cocoon. It takes time. You're right. It's like You're ready to be there. I mean, I'm not saying you're not enjoying the ride, because the King of Cups, he is enjoying his ride. So, okay, let's see. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles, you're going towards unity, and Ten of Pentacles. Definitely enjoying the ride. Let's just clarify, what is it that Pisces finds so fulfilling? Hold on. What is it that Pisces is taking their time towards that they find so fulfilling to themselves? Ooh. The Hanged Muse. Not being stuck. Oh, in the world. Yeah. It definitely seems like you find a sense of fulfillment in being free. I mean, this person seems like they're free falling. So you find that fulfillment in not being stuck and just feeling free and flowing. And then the world, you also find that fulfillment in the endings and new beginnings. It's kind of like that in-between state. It's like you're finding that fulfillment in the in-between state, in the cocoon. You're learning to enjoy the cocoon stage. And that sows your seeds of stability. If you're enjoying the ride, enjoying these things, setting your intentions, I mean, this is the time to set intentions and to be clear with what you want, because you're manifesting and growing something that's really important to you. Okay. Okay, clarify the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Muse of Materials. You're building this bridge. You're walking down this bridge towards everything you want, towards all that you've created. And I mean, it really just seems like this is very much like enjoying the ride kind of energy and finding your balance and stability. Which, I mean, the Temperance, they're a little, reverse is a little unstable. Ace of Voices. So that's an idea. Again, more ideas coming in. Page of Voices. Again, that's the same card as this cat meowing. And it's kind of like in this card, it's like taking a closer look. It's like, okay, let's start to inspect this idea now. Like, we're not just going to call it out. We've called it out before. We've pointed it out and said how it's unfair. But let's take a closer look. And maybe it's like this really cool idea that's coming in, that's really starting something. Really start helping you figure some things out, maybe. So yeah, it seems like the physical, like material, you're really in the middle of this, or you are balancing like the material aspect, the physical aspect of things. And you're kind of just enjoying where you're at in the physical aspect, in the physical world. But it definitely seems like maybe like there is that idea that you kind of maybe put off for a little while because you thought it was unfair, and it just kind of, it blocked your forward movement. But it does seem like that idea is going to be coming back up, and you're going to be taking a closer look at it. So that is exciting for you. And I would like to get some guidance for my Pisces. Trying to come out quickly, but let's get them going a little bit more. Guidance for Pisces, please. I'm so curious on what that idea is that may help you kind of find even more balance. A balance in more like your emotional, inspirational aspect, and your mental. It's definitely, it's beyond the physical. It's like that more mental energy or emotional energy, or even that fiery energy. I mean, it's the combination of all of them, really. But that'll be exciting for you. Okay, guidance for Pisces. Here we go. Any day. I want this one. The Wilding. Some swords. You got, it's like taking some sword, those two swords that you've been pointing out, that you've been talking about for so long, and going out and trying to figure them out. Trying to, I mean, two swords, the two of swords is generally like a decision card. And this kind of reminds me of that, where it's like, got to make a decision. So it seems like once you're really secure and stable within your ability to have abundance in a healthy way and have a healthy give and take, seems like it is kind of time to make a decision after that, to see where you want your ideas to take you. More guidance for Pisces, please. But I think that's saying not to be afraid to let your ideas take you places. Okay, here we go. Ooh, share wisdom at the bottom. I love that. So those ideas that you're able to receive and take in, I mean, the Ace of Voices, I mean, that's wisdom. And the Ace is something new. So it's like a new idea, whether it's coming in or going out. It's, you know, share it. I mean, if it's coming in, maybe sharing it and talking to someone about it will kind of help you kind of find that balance in it more. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We also got the Observer, and it almost looks like they're scrying, and it's got wings. So the Observer, that's definitely kind of taking a step back from yourself and observing yourself. Or even, I mean, this makes me think of channeling loved ones or people that are around, that you feel like might be around you, becoming aware of that. But really, truly, I see it as kind of observing the aspects of yourself. I mean, not just your patterns, but also realizing that that part of you that is observing, you're observing the observer, and at that point, you realize that I don't know, you can realize a lot of different things, but I'm not gonna get all philosophical right now. That's for another video. Sacred sexuality. So realizing the sacredness of sexuality, maybe performing sex magic, or being very, maybe just deciding to use your sexual energy in a more productive way other than just getting off. Just realizing the power in that. Maybe it's like observing the power in the sacred sexuality even. Soul work. Doing the soul work. Yeah, I mean, when you're in that cocoon, that's when you're doing the soul work for sure. The Sovereign. So realizing the part of you that is abundant and is free and is open. It's a very open, like, empowering card, and realizing that empowerment of you. Versatility. This actually is one that almost fell out earlier. Yeah, it's a marijuana leaf. So maybe that versatility, kind of keeping things different, getting in a different headspace sometimes, will help you kind of explore new dimensions of these ideas that are coming in, these new ideas that are coming in. I'm not condoning drug usage, but take it as it resonates. Speak truth. That's that sword. There's that sword he's speaking truth on. Like, it's telling you, don't forget about this, even though where you're focusing on this cocoon stage and, you know, how you're growing and building. Once you're secure and stable, it'll be coming through. That Ace of Voices is going to be coming through. All right. I love that for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you later.